Hey guys. Oh, hey, well, it looks like I started talking just a second too soon. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to go ahead and do a reading here, get some updates for everybody on everything going on. So, kind of a weird place that everybody's at right now. I really feel like the eclipse was kind of the start to this big long brewing storm for a lot of people. And it's been something that really kind of a lot of people pulled away from their divine masculine. This could have been the divine feminine actually really just taking control of the situation even further and pulling back. And this may have caused some backlash all around in several different areas for the situation between the Twin Flame Collective. With that being said, this storm kind of brewed all the way to about the 2-2 energy and through that even. And then what I've really noticed is once we hit this 2-2 portal that it's occurred here, it's almost like with the lessening as we've been moving away from the full moon lunar eclipse that occurred. Right now, it's almost kind of like we're in the eye of the storm. There's been kind of this calming sensation, a lot of peace that's kind of come from it. I feel like what happened was maybe even some purging from the divine feminine on some of her emotions towards the divine masculine. And in a lot of ways, I think it really did need to happen. I think this might be one of those things that like it looks bad at first, but it really was what kicks things into gear, and kind of lights the fire under the ass of the divine masculine. I don't know. We'll see. But that's kind of what I've been feeling here. Is I've really stepped from this place of being like really confused, emotionally, spiritually, wondering what's going on in my own personal journey, the journey of everybody else around me. And kind of like going like, what the hell is going on? You know, like we keep thinking that we're getting close, and then all of a sudden some shitstorm kicks up, and it's like we're kind of back to where we started, if not almost like in a worse place a little bit. And I really feel like this is actually one of those ascension processes, burning away some of the unneeded shit that's really occurred. The release of that energy here. So the important part to understand is that if we are in the eye of the storm and we're in this place of feeling kind of calm and inner reflected and in this state of peace, there is probably more storm to be brewing here soon. Yeah, we're probably about to see the shift here. And my real kind of thought of it here is if the divine feminine went through the first part of the storm and makes it to the eye of the storm, and maybe the divine masculine wasn't in the said storm, right? This, as we kind of transition here into this next phase, whenever this next kind of like stormy side presents itself, and it will be the ending, essentially, that calm and peaceful state. To me, this really is probably going to be that mirror reflection that occurs. So as the divine feminine was in the storm, now the divine masculine has to go through the storm. Because I don't know that we go through the same storms together, if that makes sense. So the important thing to understand is that eventually the storm is going to end, but the storms are what bring in the water in order for things to grow. So whatever has occurred or whatever shifts are going on, there's a lot of readers picking up on this shift of the kind of this separation that's occurred really since almost, I'd say January 1st all the way to here has been kind of a chapter, if you will, for a lot of people, and their relationships and their experience with what's going on. And to me, it's almost like this 2-2 portal is going to be the clearing of this energy here for the divine feminine and closing out that chapter. So I think it's almost like we're handing off the torch to the divine masculine for them to kind of go through the same experience. And I think it's probably going to go all the way till about that 3-3 portal. I believe we have another lunar eclipse on the 15th of February. Not 100% sure. Thought I saw something, but I don't know. I'll confirm in the description link below. Speaking of which, I'll provide all the information needed in the link below for private readings. I think I'm going to be changing things up because it's been kind of hard to stay between doing private readings like live, and then sometimes I'm doing video readings. So I think I'm just going to draw a divide between video readings and like video recorded readings and then private readings, just due to scheduling issue and kind of making it easier for me so I can continue to get the videos out, because ultimately I really do want to just be helping the entire collective. Like that is very much why I'm doing this. This is part of my soul path and soul mission here, is to help the entire collective. With that being said, I also got picked up for the sponsorship by InstantGo, sorry. And I will be providing a link for the description there. Very cool kind of setup. This would allow instant communication for those smaller questions that you guys might have, where you don't know if you need a full reading, but you just need like some sort of answers a bit quicker. So the InstantGo link will also be provided in the link below as well. So without further ado, let's just get right into this. Today's video is going to be how the Divine Masculine is currently feeling about the Divine Feminine and the state of the union, so to speak. So I did pre-shuffle, I did pre-pray. I shuffled better than this when I was off recording. Let's pull some cards and see what comes up, yeah? Alright. I don't know why. I feel like there's one more card in here. Typically I only pull 5, but I'm feeling like there's one more. There it is. Ending energy here. The Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords is all about some sort of logical breakthrough, some sort of new idea that comes through, and it's like a thought, typically formed in logic. But it's very much like this clarity of mind, seeing something in a new perspective, a new light, and a new understanding to it. Hell yeah, guys. I'm all about this reading. Alright. So, right away, I'll just read the cards out, then I'll give a brief description. So the Queen of Cups is going to be how they're viewing the Divine Feminine. To me, this is them understanding her caring, compassionate, loving, nurturing side. This could be really, from where we've been seeing her represented as the Queen of Swords, this could be like a nostalgic feeling of missing that sort of connection, that loving, caring, compassionate, nurturing person to them. The Nine of Pentacles here is going to represent the harvest basically being ready here. This is them really seeing their fruits of their labor kind of being ready to pick. The timing is kind of now for them. They're starting to see that they're no longer in the state of really needing to work on things. They're no longer in the state of growing things. This is harvest season. This is kind of stating that the time is right for whatever that is available for them to be picked and harvested. The next card we have here is the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is a marriage card. It's a twin flame card. Four of Wands, 1111. It's union. To me, this is them seeing the connection between themselves and the Divine Feminine and the Queen of Cups, being able to be someone that they could be married to, in union with, in a relationship with. This is them viewing kind of her past energies, her previous energies of that loving, caring, nurturing, compassionate side to her, being someone that they could actually see a very real future with. A passionate future too. So the Seven of Wands, sorry. The Seven of Wands is all about them having to stand their ground, them having to go through some battles here. This is different people kind of coming at them. Different situations that keep occurring that they're having to try and figure out how to defend themselves from as they're trying to proceed forward with whatever this new idea is that they've come to here. Because ultimately they come to this place here where they realize that they're going to have to basically start standing up to people who are trying to prevent whatever this Nine of Cups is, which is this wish fulfillment. This is them really saying, hey, this is what I want. This is truly what I'm wishing for. I want this, and I'm gonna have to basically defend my viewpoints and everything like this, because I understand that I want this. I want to have this emotional abundance. I want to have this wish fulfillment, this thing I've been wishing for a long time. I want it to happen. I want it to be a reality. So I'm gonna have to kind of defend myself and my actions and my views as I move through this here. And then the closing card, the ending card. This makes sense from kind of why we needed to have the sixth card here. This is the Eight of Cups. This is talking about them leaving that situation that's been emotionally unfulfilling. They're finally turning their back to it looks like here. This person, to me, has just seen enough, and they're ready to go. They're ready to walk away from whatever has been this situation, because they see this situation over here that they want. They know it's basically ready to harvest. They have the idea of a future here, in love and happiness and passion and desire, with the divine feminine here, this Queen of Cups. And this is what they're wishing for. They're just kind of understanding the work that it's going to take. I think a lot of divine masculines may have been in a place of just trying to sit there and be in their head and manifest it, and didn't realize that they were actually going to maybe have to do some shit to get there. You know, like, heaven forbid that you have to actually put in the work. You can't just think about it, right? So, this to me really talks about them having to leave that situation in order to have all this over here, in order to get their wish fulfillment. So, and not only leaving the situation, but being willing to defend you leaving said situation. You're going to have people come after you. You're going to have different people kind of confront you and say, hey, blah, 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 you know. And this could be the karmic partner. This could be karmic partner's friends, family members, that don't necessarily understand fully why things would be ending or you'd be leaving. So divine masculines, just if I have any of you watching right now, which I'm guessing out of the 800 people, I probably have a handful of you. Understand, you've got to leave your situation, then you got to stand your ground to why you're doing it, because ultimately you should know in your head here that basically, if you want all this over here, you're gonna have to, be willing to fight for it. Because at this point, you've kind of missed a lot of your easier opportunities, essentially. So what would have been some of the easier transitions for you, you've really pushed down the road a bit, and now you're going to win this battle here to get what you want. Overall ending energy here for the bottom of the deck, the Three of Swords. So this is talking about heartbreak. You're gonna have to experience the heartbreak. To me, this really talks about you understanding that you've been investing in a situation, you've been putting forth a lot of energy into a situation that probably isn't in your best service or best interest, but you've still invested in it. So there is going to be some sort of, karmatic release that's going to have to happen when it comes in the form of heartbreak. This is probably a breakup, ending, whatever that means to you. So we have the Queen of Cups here, represented with the Two of Swords. This is about them having to make a choice, pick a path, go down that path. They want this new beginning. The Two of Swords here is represented with an egg right in the center there, and that egg talks about a new beginning, a new birth of an idea, a new start, a new path for them. So as they have to make this choice and cut one thing from their life and head down this other direction here, they realize that if they want to get to the divine feminine, to me this really talks about them having to make this choice, leave it behind, accept that there's going to be some hard feelings. People are going to get hurt about it, to me this is probably the karmic partner's heartbreak. Not to say that the divine masculine won't feel some heartbreak as well, but it is just kind of like that kind of a situation. So we have the Seven of Wands with the Nine of Pentacles here. The Seven of Wands with the Nine of Pentacles, really it's saying that your understanding, or their understanding, to it being ready to harvest, means that you're gonna have to fight for it. You're gonna have to work for it. You're gonna have to go through the battle and stand your ground, so you can get what's for you, what's been basically being provided to you. You know, step into that place of receiving. Really is kind of how I'm getting this message. But understanding that when you step into the place of receiving the harvest here, this abundance that's going to be coming in, you're gonna have to defend it. You're gonna have to, you know, basically defend what's yours and stand up for what you want. Stop living for other people. Quit with the living for other people thing. It hasn't been fulfilling. It's not working out. That's part of your karmic lesson that you're trying to learn from here. So they got to defend this idea, of basically, you know, what's theirs, what's been promised to them by God, and who knows what that entails for each situation. But to me, this talks about some sort of abundance that's coming in from the divine feminine. I really feel like as they step into that role, and that it's ready to harvest, that they, in order to gain that harvest, they have to be willing to fight for it and defend the harvest. So we have the Four of Wands with the Tower. That's kind of an interesting combination. They're pretty far apart from each other, from what I understand, because it's kind of like this idea of marriage and happiness and everything like that. And then it's like, you know, you have the tower. It's all about tearing the walls down all the way to the foundation so it can be built back up again, correctly here. So to me, this is really them having to go through a moment, of trials and tribulations in order to really have this occur. This is like saying, hey, if you really want this, we're going to shake your fucking life up in order for you to get there. You know, we're going to have, you know, things coming at you from all different directions that you just didn't see coming, because you haven't been the best about being able to stand up for yourself and walk away from this situation. So to me, this is more tower energy here, and this is kind of them having to, like the universe kind of stepping in and tearing away what hasn't been serving them, because ultimately it's in the universe's best interest to see twins come together. And we've signed up for the ride, so don't be surprised if we have to go on the ride. You know what I'm saying? Seven of Wands, Judgment. This standing up for yourself. This having to go through the battles and explaining yourself to different people. And maybe not even explaining yourself, but just saying, I don't really care what the fuck you think. Save it. Fuck the haters, right? And standing up for, this is what I'm gonna do because this is what I want to do, and it's my life. It's like taking that sort of approach to it, and I really feel like because you have the tower here, something's going to occur that basically allows you to start living in this authenticity. So the fact that you have the tower and Judgment together is a bit of a scary combination, because it's like you have your entire world shaken all the way down to the ground, you know, and then you rebuild because of it, because the world's been shaken up, to the point of just, you know, total chaos. This is what allows that spiritual rebirth, that you know, ascension by fire process here. The full awakening, or you know, at least more of an awakening here. This is a very powerful combination of energies. Both being one of those things that can, each on their own, can be life changing. Them coming together, best of luck. You know, it's gonna get real. Nine of Cups, with the Six of Swords here. This is taking the risk. This is taking the necessary risk to move forward away from a situation that's been turbulent and you know, not fulfilling. There is some regret. There's some remorse. She kind of is looking over her shoulder, but she's not standing there looking over her shoulder. She's walking away and kind of looking back, but you know that situation is going to be getting smaller and smaller in your rear view. You know, that's to me it's kind of like somebody that's driving away from a house with all their shit packed up. You know, and yeah, they look out the rear view mirror as they're driving away, but they're not coming back. That car's packed. It's fucking going. You know, it's gone. There's really no point in returning because you've already gone through all the energy and effort to pack up your stuff and go. Because the Eight of Cups here with the Four of Cups is I mean, you've been in such a place of having to be a contortionist in order for this to even occur. You know, like for you to keep into your situation, not only is it unfulfilling, but you're being a contortionist to try and keep the emotions balanced in every different area of your life. You're really just spreading yourself thin, and things are out of balance. They're you know, you're spilling your emotions and having these weird, probably outbreaks from time to time. I don't know why, but I'm getting this vision here of basically someone yelling in their car as they're driving and just like screaming at the universe by themselves about everything, like you're almost like yelling at yourself, like get your shit together, like because you know this, you're aware of the situation, and you know that you're just sitting there spreading yourself thin for everybody, and there's not even enough left here by the time that you've got all this for you to even really be able to be comfortable and enjoy what you have. It just looks like so much stress and so much mental anguish that's really coming from this situation here. So ending energy here, the Nine of Cups. For your wish fulfillment to occur, Divine Masculine, you must, if you want this Queen of Cups, if you want this person from your past, if you want that caring, nurturing, loving person to step back into that archetype and be that with you, you don't need to be remorseful about everything that's occurred. Well, that's not correct. You need to quit dwelling about what all has occurred and start make the choice to move back towards this person, because as you do, you're going to get your wish fulfillment here, and when you step back towards this person, their archetype is going to change from that Queen of Swords energy back to the Queen of Cups energy, because they know that you want to be in like this drama free place, but you got to be real with yourself. How much drama have you been creating in this situation? Yes, this person probably has been acting out. Yes, they have been cutting. Yes, they have been cold. No doubt. How much of your actions have been causing this, though? Cause and effect. They are your mirror. As you treat them poorly, it's going to reflect back on you. You got to realize this by now. As you act in a manner that does not serve them, they're going to act in a manner that does not serve you. What you do? Change the face in the mirror, right? So start sending light, love, blessings, caring, compassion. Watch how quickly that shit flips. No joke. They'll be back on board, and it'll leave your head spinning. You're like, how did I not realize this? How did I not realize that this person that I've been loving, but I've only been getting this kind of coldness from, and them cutting me off? They're gonna need to see some genuine nature from you before they just go head first. But so don't expect like one conversation of just filled with I love yous and I miss yous to change your situation. They're gonna need more than that now. You've kicked this shit down the road too far for just a simple one text. But with saying that doesn't mean don't send that one text. Definitely send the text. Just realize it's gonna be a road to get there. The more you do it, the more consistency you show, the more you're gonna see this come back out. They're not gonna fight it. They're gonna be like, whoa, this is a gift from God coming my way. I'm in a state of receiving. They're on board with it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So, have your spiritual awakening that occurs over here. Defend your Nine of Pentacles. Defend what's been offered to you by the universe, okay? Go through this spiritual awakening. act on it. Don't just, take what's come to you and like, okay, well that was cool, this is new insight, this is new information that I'm getting. This is the call to action here, okay? This is the call to action. And then right here you have the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is really saying like, wake up about your situation that's going on here. You still have this cup coming in. The offer is still on the table. Quit focusing on this third party situation. This is just turbulent. It's not gonna go anywhere. It's not even. Let me just get real with you. So basically, what this is saying is like, dude, your divine feminine will move on, and even if they move on, even if they become no longer an option, this dude right here, you don't even fucking want that. You don't want this karmic partner with or without the divine feminine in the picture. It's not emotionally fulfilling. It's not what you want. It's not in your best interest. It's just going to be more turbulence, more turmoil. Nothing's going to change. Nothing is going to change this. This is your karmic lesson. This is for you to learn, not to stay and hold on to it. The longer you hold on to it, the more you just stay here looking at the Three Cups and this third party situation, the further and further this cup's gonna get away, and you're not gonna be able to see it, and it's gonna this story, it's just gonna keep dragging out, and it's gonna get further and further and harder, and you're gonna have to go through more and more battles and defending yourself, and the crazier the shit that's gonna have to occur. You're gonna keep drawing tower energies, okay? And that just means that, whatever is going on in your life, be prepared for it to be completely shaken to the ground. All the way down to the foundation, everything that you've had material wise, whatever, it can be stripped away in a second. And if you think to yourself that you are that secure in your life where that is not a possibility, you're really fooling yourself. Life can change in an instant, like a second. I got pushed over a flight of stairs, broke my back, and was out of work for 2 months. A buddy, his eye just stopped working one day. That was $10,000 in medical debt, like that. Outside of your control. His eye just working fine one day, lost muscle control the next, and he had to go get surgery in order to have it corrected. The universe can really change your life dramatically as much as you need it. So, you decide the level that you need them to shake up your life in order to get you back on your path. You can really work with them if you want to. If not, they'll get your attention. So we have here underneath this, with your wish fulfillment here. This is you coming in with a message, divine masculine. This is you needing to take this step here, and relay this message of passion, a desire, longing to your Queen of Cups. You need to be able to communicate that here with her, that you're still longing, and that you've been able to move past whatever this betrayal was that's occurred between you two. Whatever energy that you feel like you're just stuck in, and you go like, they'll never forgive me, they'll never let this go, or I can't, they did this to me, and you need to become victorious over that. Control your own emotions, control your thoughts, okay? Because when you do, you'll have the victory here. You'll be able to move forward and move past it. I promise you, as you start to make these major changes, your divine feminine's not going to fight you on it. They're absolutely not going to fight you on it. In fact, they'll lose their rewards. They'll lose all their ground that they've been gaining in their own personal growth if they try and avoid this union, okay? That's the truth, because they're on a spiritual mission, and they've come to this place of understanding that if God wants them to be with you, despite everything that's happened, God, number one, is going to make a way. Number two, they're not going to fight God at this point and say, like, I don't want this anymore. Like, that's not going to be the thing. They'll say, like, okay, let's figure out how to make this work, because I'm in a place on a twin flame journey to be helping the best interests of this planet, the universal flow, the universal energy, by spreading light and love. And if this person is the one that's meant for me to help me on that path, for whatever reason, the gifts that they have encompass and incorporate my idea to be able to spread this, then I'm going to head towards that, because that's God's path for me. Okay? So, this betrayal, let it go. That's 10 swords stabbed in someone's back. Whether you did it, whether they did it, whether you both, let it go. It's in the past. Can't be changed. Move past it. Nine of Pentacles again. All right, here. So, Divine Masculine. This is talking about this tower that's coming through here. Take some time to meditate. You know, this thing that's going to shake your life up or whatever. Ask yourself why it occurred. Really, ask yourself why it occurred. Is it because you've been getting insight and information about what you need to be doing and shouldn't have been doing? Whatever, like, have you been being provided with clear messages to your path that you're ignoring? Are you getting signs and synchronicities that you're not paying attention to? Are you feeling the call to do these things and you're not taking advantage of the time provided and you keep snoozing the alarm clock? Meditate on that. Really think on that, because this is about you figuring out how to step into your place of control, command, taking back control of your life. Quit living for other people here. Okay, sorry. I thought I was losing my recording here. I was gonna be super upset. Okay, so this is you learning how to take command and control of your situation and living for yourself. Quit living for other people. This means, seriously, in case you were still questioning it at this point, seriously, leave your situation. I've been nice, you know, in the previous videos with the Divine Masculines, but you know, this message to me is kind of almost a warning message. And I'm just trying to be as real. I'm not trying to be mean to any of the Divine Masculines out there, so please don't take it that way. I'm just the messenger here, okay? They're relaying this here, you know, like here. It's make the choice, do it, go, you know. I'm just trying to help you, and I feel like sometimes people just need to hear it really real instead of, you know, sugar coated and like, yeah, you got some time. You don't. They're gonna change your shit up if you don't. I promise you. And what they're gonna change here, to me, this is your financial situation. You really, everything that you've been working for, all the materialistic progress. You know, to me, this is saying, you know, either collect the harvest that we're putting in front of you, or we're going to take everything that you've been working for and kind of bring that down to really get your attention so we can talk to you, because you've been so focused on this area. If you're not willing to sit and listen with us, we're going to make you have to come really to us to have this conversation, okay? So, if you don't want to go through this route, you know, and ultimately you end up losing like a job, or you find yourself in like a lawsuit, or you have an abundance of medical bills come due, or your car breaks, or whatever, some sort of major financial situation that you're probably not ready for. This could be the loss of property, some sort of legal something that doesn't go in your favor, that you didn't see coming, because it comes in like that. It's out of nowhere. It is like one of those things in life, you know. This could be a car accident or something like that really like just shakes everything up, and all of a sudden you have this crazy amount of, you know, debts that occur that just, you know, kind of wipe you out here. Again, just relaying the message. This is no heat or flame to any of the Divine Masculines that are watching. You know, you're part of the journey too. You're very much part of the collective, and I don't want you to feel like I'm not the reader for you or anything like that. This is just coming across like a very real directed message, kind of like that come to Jesus moment before, you know, you have whatever occurs. So take it for what it's worth. Ending energy here, the Empress. This is going to be the Divine Feminine. This is the person that we're talking about. This just in case there's any confusion on which way you needed to go. That person that you know is your twin or your soulmate, or that you have these endless thoughts. At this point, I mean, you're watching a twin flame video, so I'm guessing that you probably know they're your twin. Let's just be real, call a spade, right? So, end of defensiveness. That's got to go. Quit being defensive. Quit being so stuck in your past ways. You know, drop the barriers, drop the borders. Start working on rebuilding your situation with them, and that's going to start with a communication, conversation. Let them know that you feel X, Y, Z. That you're not only, and I don't mean just like emotionally, but that you're totally on board and in tune to this journey, and like have that real conversation. I mean, if you haven't had a spiritual talk with them yet, now's the time. Have that real conversation. Say, hey, I watched this video. It totally clicked with me. I've been watching these videos. I've been doing this research. I feel this, and this, and whatever. You'll figure it out as you get there. This will occur pretty naturally. Is really how I'm feeling, because I feel like it's just a really divine conversation that has to occur, especially in alignment with judgment here. Okay. So you gotta, if you want your wish fulfillment here, if you want this wish, if you want this person, which you do, I mean, you do. You're watching twin flame videos. You're here for a reason. This message didn't just, even if it did stumble into your lap, if somebody shared this with you, take it as a sign. Take it as a sign that they at least care enough to get you this information before you have to go through the crazy chaos. And if you choose not to listen to it, or to heed the advice that I'm sharing here with you, that's totally okay, because sometimes you have to learn from towers. They change your life, and it's typically for the better, and a lesson that you learned. And then you can come back and revisit this after you go like, what the hell just happened to my life? Then you can come back and you can revisit this whole thing and go like, all right, I'm gonna get on board now. Whatever you need, because wherever you're at in your own journey, we can really, first off, we need all the twins that we can in the collective to be totally awake and aware of what's going on. So this lover's connection here with this girl, your divine feminine, genders aren't really important. I feel like I shouldn't have to explain this at this point. Whether you're a female divine masculine, male divine masculine, same sex divine masculine, it doesn't matter. Okay, these are energies. This is you planning. Leave your situation, plan out, and take action towards moving. Okay, and that means that you need to really step into this role of being the King of Wands. The King of Wands is somebody that is passionate, fiery. They have that desire. Go back to that state. Fake it till you make it if you have to. I don't think you're gonna have to fake it though. I think this is all really inside of you anyways. This is just something that I feel like you've been fighting. Quit fighting yourself on this. There's a reason that these feelings won't go away. They're not supposed to. You're here intentionally with these feelings towards this person for a reason, and the reason is for the betterment of the planet and universe and energy and helping us transition into this age of Aquarius. Okay, so just get on board. Let's do this. Step on board the train, boy. So, right away, ending energy, King of Cups. This is really you stepping back into that loving, caring, compassionate, nurturing state, okay? And as you step into that caring, compassionate, nurturing state, to me, either because you do that, you're gonna come back into your abundance that you may have lost over here from not heeding the warning. Once you start showing this love, this compassion, this reconnection, this desire here, you'll step back into your abundance. If not, this could really just be that third archetype here and saying, stay in your abundance here, show your vulnerable, compassionate, loving, nurturing, caring side as well. And you're passionate, creative, desiring, you know, even lusting side, you know, like your divine feminine wants to be wanted. And it is what it is. Everybody's got their needs, right? So, this is what's going to bring you back, this person from your past. This is where your feelings are at anyways. I mean, this situation over here, this shit, you pick out one of these cards here that looks like something pretty that you wanna be like really experiencing here. Dwelling, turbulent seas over wrong hand over here. You know, this is a wake up call, you know, kind of thing. Like none of those are like, you know, like this happy, nostalgic, loving time. This was the boy with flowers for a girl, you know, and like being all sweet and caring and passionate. It's nice when you're in these feelings. You like that. That's good times. You like it when people make you feel this way. So, and the conflict, and the competition. Seriously, walk away from the competition that has been driving this entire situation. Walk away. Competition, conflict. So this is multiple people. Walk away from it, because that's what's gonna get you this right here. Okay. So, sorry guys if I was extra real, and I mean, I guess I'm not really all that sorry, because that's kind of how the video is supposed to come across. But, you know, I don't want anyone to feel like I'm not on their team or not on board with their situation, especially Divine Masculines watching. That's not the case. This is just a tough message of love, I think. That's really been played out here and coming across. So I feel like when you can understand that it really is from a place of love, and we're really just trying to help you onto your soul path and your soul mission, and you know that there's been a lot of conflict, and it's really been, you know, you holding on to stuff that hasn't been your best good, you know, kind of out of fear of either walking away from it, or you know, you feeling like you know better than what God knows. It's either or, you know, take whatever resonates, you know, maybe a little bit of both. Eh, hop on board. We're here for you. I promise. Alright guys, I'm going to close out this video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Greatly appreciated. Check me out on InstantGo if you have any quick questions. I'm new to it, so we'll be learning together. But we'll try and get it figured out pretty quickly, okay? Best of luck to everybody. Buckle up, Divine Masculine. I think you're in store for a ride.